people? It's your boy Jay Jordan back again for another NBA watch along. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm always got to check in, make sure I sound good. So just let me know if I sound all right. Let me know. Appreciate you guys tuning in. What's going on? Salute, salute, salute. We got the Warriors and the Magic, an early game here. One of the earliest games I've done on the channel. 7, well, for the NBA, that is 7 p.m. start. Well, it's supposed to be 7:10. They say 7, but it usually starts about 10 minutes later. So we have some time before the game kicks off. We can get into the starting lineups. So let's take a look at that. Starting lineups. Sound doesn't match the video right now. Let me see what's up with that. Let me make sure that we get that right. Let me take a look at why that is. Is it still off a little bit? Let me quit this other thing I have open. Maybe that's throwing it off. Let me quit that. How about now? Is it a little better, worse? Not hasn't changed. Let me know. Let me turn this off. All right, I just changed some settings here. Hopefully that starts to line up. Every time I try to use this, is better. Yeah, I think I had just too many things. Sending things too many places. Trying to do this playback gets annoying, but we move people. Starting lineups, we have Steph Curry, Moses Moody, Will Richard, Jimmy Butler, and Draymond Green for the Golden State Warriors. Off the bench, you have Gary Payton II, Buddy Hield, Brandon Pajemski, Guy Santos, Quentin Post, Trace Jackson Davis, and Pat Spencer. What's up, Janelle? What's going on? They have Kuminga, DeAnthony Melton. I have to take Buddy Hield off. He was a late addition. They said he was out with a sickness, but I think they just cleared him. So Buddy Hield will be playing in this one. For the Magic, they're 7-7. They're starting Jalen Suggs, Desmond Bain, Tristan Da Silva. I spelled Franz Wagner's name wrong. Franz with an N. Franz Wagner, the German, and Wendell Carter Jr. off the bench. Jonathan Isaac, Anthony Black, Goga Bitadze, Tyus Jones, Jet Howard, Jamal Cain, Noah Penda, Orlando Robinson, and Jace Richardson. Paolo Banchero is out, and Mo Wagner, the brother of Franz Wagner, is out as well. All right, getting ready for some action here. The Warriors are 9-6. 9-6 record for the Golden State Warriors. They're 4-6 on the road, however. For the Orlando Magic, they're 4-3 at home. They're 7-7. Looking at the standings really quickly, Orlando is currently 10th seed in the East, and the Warriors are currently 7th seed in the Western Conference. Oh, I have 2 of these windows open. That's why it's looping back in my ear. Got it. Cool. So we should be good to go. Should be good to go. Salute to the YouTube, the Twitch gang. Appreciate you guys. I wanted to start a poll. Let's see. Let's say who scores more points. No, actually, let's do this. Who will be leading at halftime? Who will be leading at halftime? Will it be the Golden State Warriors or will it be the Orlando Magic? Starting that poll on the YouTube. Put it in the chat. Let me know your thoughts. This is the first matchup of the season, I believe, between these two teams. The next time they'll play will be December 22nd. Remember, if you're new to the NBA, the East and West only play each other twice a season, once at home and once on the road. So this will be the first of the only 2 matchups between these 2 teams this season. What's up, Maddox? And what do I think about your Pistons? Yo, top of the East, I can't hate. I cannot hate on the Pistons. They are top of the East, so you got to salute what they've been able to do this season. Salute to you in the chat. Appreciate you tuning in. Right, this game is about to start. I am also on playback. I'm watching the game on playback, and my playback link is at the top of the screen. You'll be able to, if you have League Pass, you'll be able to watch the game as we tip this game off, and the Magic start off with possession. So Jalen Suggs is doing this new thing where he takes the headband from around his head and puts it around his neck like a choker chain. I don't know what implemented that, but Franz Wagner shoots the fall away and knocks it down. He's on my fantasy team, so I'll take it. Franz Wagner gets to score and kicked off at the Kia Center in Orlando. Remember when it used to be called Amway? As Jimmy Butler gets down the lane, he tries to go for a scoop layup and he misses. Rebound to Wendell Carter Jr. In solidarity with the Magic, I got the Orlando Miracle shirt on. They used to be the sister WNBA team of the Orlando Magic before they gave up the rights. Ball over to Franz Wagner, top of the key. Franz Wagner down the lane, goes off glass, and he misses. Wendell Carter with the rebound. Out to De Silva for three, and he misses off the front rim. Draymond tips it over to Curry. He advances it up to Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler over to Steph. Steph Curry dribbles left, guarded by Wendell Carter Jr., keeps his dribble alive, gets around him. Out to Will Richard, who's getting the start here. Rookie out of Florida, as Moses Moody had a career high game last time, and he draws the foul on Jalen Suggs. Yeah, Max, it definitely will have a shot. They're playing without Cade some nights, and they're still getting wins somehow. Playing without a lot of their starters, and they're still pulling off wins. So it should be they're in the right direction, top of the East. Listen, as long as once everybody starts to come back, then it bodes well for their success. Moses Moody knocks down the first free throw. They're showing a picture of Jamal Mosley, fifth season as the Magic head coach. He's made the playoffs the last 2 seasons with this team. As Moody misses the second free throw. Moody had like 21 points in the first quarter in the last game. Hit 7 threes. I think he tied Stephen Clay as the only Warriors to hit 7 threes in a quarter. As Franz Wagner gets down the lane, steps through on Jimmy Butler, goes over to the left, gets blocked by Draymond, I think, and Steph Curry has the rebound. Up to Jimmy, over to Will Richard in the right corner for three, and he knocks it down. Will Richard back in Florida. I know Gainesville is a little bit not in the same, well, close to Orlando-ish. So he's back in familiar territory. Ball over to De Silva, left side to Franz Wagner. No Paolo Banchero, so it's going to be Franz who's going to have to, and Desmond Bain as he shoots the three and knocks it down to carry the scoring load for this Magic team. They're up 5-4. Draymond, no look pass to Richard in the paint. He dribbles back out to the 3-point line. Steph comes off the screen, steps back on Suggs for three, and oh, Steph Curry, that was dirty. Step back, fall away, and hits the three. And then he does some dinosaur looking move as he comes down the court as Desmond Bain returns the favor and lays it in. Quick outlet up to Moses Moody, and a two-hand block by Franz Wagner. Some action going on here. Suggs down the lane, double clutches, and somehow scores. It's end-to-end action here between the Magic and the Warriors. Defensive stops on both ends and crazy finishes. Orlando up 9-7. Draymond, nowhere to go. Gets it over to Curry. Guarded by Wendell Carter again. That's barbecue chicken. He blows right by him. Gets to the lane. Goes for the high scoop off the glass. And scores. And then it's bumped on the inbound as he was talking to the ref. Ball up to Bain. Bain down the lane. Goes across. Draws the foul. And he'll go to the line. So Desmond Bain at the line. They just showed the replay of Steph hitting that three, and he was mimicking Jalen Suggs a little bit. I don't know what that move was, but very interesting. Let me move my screen up a little bit since I'm watching on the screen today. Desmond Bain at the line. Second free throw is up, and he buries it. So it's 11-9, Orlando on top. Ball in play with Will Richard. Richard gets it over to Steph Curry. Curry comes off the screen going left. Gets it over to Draymond. Draymond tries to get it back to Curry, and it's a turnover. Magic have a 3-on-1. Get it over to Wendell Carter. He goes up and lays it in. Steve Kerr calls a timeout. Magic up 13-9 here in the first quarter. The pace is up there. They're going up and down the floor down there in Orlando. 8:21 to go in the first. All right. So that's our first stoppage of play, our first timeout called by the Warriors. Don't mind me, guys. I just heated up a snack, some fries to eat here. Take a look at the box score. Got Jimmy Butler yet to score. You got Steph Curry with 8 of their 9 points. Moses Moody with the other. For the Magic, you got 2 from Franz Wagner, 2 from Wendell Carter, 7 from Bain, 2 from Suggs. So that is the box score so far. That is the box score. Appreciate all y'all tuning in. I'll only be doing this one game tonight. But there's a number of games on the NBA slate. They have Grizzlies and Spurs on Peacock and NBC. Unfortunately, Victor Wembanyama is going to be out for the next couple of weeks with a calf injury. Stephon Castle, they just reported he's going to be out for a number of weeks. So the last 2 rookies of the year, I shouldn't say last 2, but the rookie of the year, they are the last 2 rookies of the year, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, I think I'm right. They'll both be out. They're 2 young stars. Detroit is gonna play Atlanta soon. That was another game I was contemplating doing. Boston and Brooklyn are gonna play as well. You got LeBron supposedly coming back in his first game of the season tonight against the Jazz, and then the Sun versus the Trailblazers. All right, so we're back in action here. It will be Warriors basketball off after that timeout. Ball in play with Will Richard. Scores 13-9, Orlando on top. You got Steph Curry with the ball. Gets it over to Draymond. Draymond, top of the key, gets it down to Jimmy. Jimmy faces up against Jalen Suggs. Jimmy goes into the post, hands it off to Curry, who pump fakes the pass, now throws it out to Draymond for 3. And Draymond, okay, Draymond knocks down the 3. They make it a 1-point game, 13-12. Orlando still in the lead. Suggs comes off the screen going to the right, pulls up for a 3, and it's too strong. Fight for the rebound off of Will Richard and out of bounds. Well, and play with Suggs, and Moses Moody steals it right out of his hand. Draymond over to Jimmy. Jimmy just steps back, doesn't even look at the rim there. Gets it over to Draymond, right side of the court, looking for Curry off the screen. Curry, guarded by De Silva, out to Draymond, same spot, same result. The same exact spot he just hit that 3. He hit the second one. So the Warriors are 4 for 4 from 3 as Suggs goes down the lane, blows by Moody, and lays it in with the left hand. Ties the game at 15. Steph Curry with the ball, guarded by De Silva. Almost loses it, gets it back on the left side of the court. He drives left, steps back for a long two. Oh, in and out. Fight for the rebound is won by Suggs. It looks like Desmond Bane took a hit there. He's in the backcourt still. Suggs step back for three, and he buries it. Jalen Suggs being aggressive early in this one. And knocks down. Oh, they say it's a long two, so it's 17-15 as Curry fends Draymond rolling down the paint. And Draymond with 8 points in this first quarter. 2 threes in that layup. So it's 17 all. Bane with the ball. Top of the key. Bane dribbles left. Throws it out, but it gets deflected on the pass out to Franz Wagner and stolen. Jimmy has it. Jimmy into the paint. Spins. Goes up. Draws the foul. And he'll go to the line in typical Jimmy Butler III fashion. Goes to the line for 2 free throws. I gotta put respect on Jimmy's name. Let me put the second there. So 17-17, Jimmy Butler at the line for 2 free throws. First one is up. Knocks it down. Highest percentage of points from free throws made. Last season, Jimmy Butler was 33%, and Paolo Banchero was in second place below him. No Paolo tonight, though. And Jimmy knocks down the second free throw. 19-17, Golden State on top. Gets it over to Franz from Suggs. Goga Batadze is checked in for the Magic as Franz Wagner goes up against Draymond Green. Euro steps through the paint, throws up the floater, can't get it. And Podziemski gets it over to Draymond. Draymond, ooh, that could have been a backcourt. It was close. Jimmy Butler up top to Draymond. Finds Curry off the pin down, gets it down to Jimmy. Jimmy, fall away jump shot from the right baseline and knocks it down. So the big three of the Warriors get it together for a basket there. Suggs quickly attacks. It's cut off by Moody. Goes cross court all the way to De Silva. Left corner three. He pops it home. Tristan De Silva for three. Left corner three. Off a nice pass from Suggs. I don't know if it was intentional, but it counts all the same. Kick ball there by the Magic on that Steph Curry pass. So they're showing a replay of that De Silva three. Gary Payton II checks in, gets it over to Steph Curry on the inbound. Gary Payton over to Buddy Hield in the right corner, finds who's that? Al Horford in the paint and gets his shot blocked by Batadze as Suggs gets into the paint. Drives baseline, hands it off to Wagner, right hand hook, gets put back in by Batadze. 22-21 as Curry gets around. Suggs up top to Horford. Old man Horford for three. Top of the key three. Al can do that. He gives the Warriors the lead back. 24-22. De Silva with a lob pass to Batadze. So that's back-to-back buckets for Goga Batadze. And ties the game at 24. Man, it's back and forth here. Up and down between these teams. Curry goes corner to Al Horford for three. Oh, he misses the three this time. Tip rebound over to Batadze. Outlet over to De Silva, who walks into a three, and he knocks it down. That's 2 threes for Tristan De Silva. And gives the Magic a 3-point lead. 27-24. Podziemski with the ball, left side of the court. Gets it to Al Horford. Horford faces up at the 3-point line. Goes right, fakes the pass, gets it over to Gary Payton II now, who drives into the paint, finds a cutting Hield. Hield goes for the reverse, a little out of control. Misses everything, and Wagner with the rebound. Gets it over to Suggs, who walks into a three, and it's off. And Curry saves the rebound out to Gary Payton II, over to Podziemski. Goes cross court to Al, up top to Steph. Steph attacks Anthony Black, gets fouled. Oh, and he misses the floater from the free throw line. It almost drops. But he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Competitive game so far. You love to see it. You love to see it. Curry. Oh! Curry misses the first free throw. Second one is up, and Curry knocks it down. So it's 27-25. Suggs with the ball, guarded by Hield. Gets it over to Wagner. Wagner gets it over to Batadze, who lobs it up to De Silva, and he dunks it home. So De Silva and Batadze have been working really well together. And they have 14 points in the paint so far. Steph Curry walks it up the court here. 29-25 over to Oman Al. Right side to Pajemski, guarded by Anthony Black. Pajemski up top to Horford. Gets it over to Buddy Hield. Ball goes off De Silva's toe. Buddy gets it back. Right side to Pajemski. With 3 on the clock. Pajemski into the paint. Tries to hang and pass it. Gets tipped out of bounds with 1.1 seconds on the clock. It will be Warriors ball. They're going to have to get a quick shot here at the basket. Pajemski gets it into Hield. Hield has to get it up at the buzzer. Oh, off the rim and off. And Suggs quickly up the court. Gets it over to Wagner. Left corner. Thought he got fouled. Oh, they called a late whistle, but the foul was on the floor. So we have a timeout here. 29-25 as we have another timeout here on the floor. Warriors down 4 with a little under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Box score is here. For those interested, this is the box score. Lady on the broadcast has a nice Magic cardigan on. Did playing this match game where you gotta match 2 cards. And he has 2 matches already. No, this guy, he got it. He bodied it. He did it with like 25 seconds to go. Got all 5 matches. Salute to him. How much he gets? Oh yeah, 500 Walt Disney card. That gets you into the park. That's it. I haven't been to Disney in years, but I know Disney expensive. $500 ain't doing nothing. Especially if this man got a family. All right, we're still in the timeout though. Still in the timeout. Appreciate everyone who's tuned in on the YouTube, the Twitch, the playback. Appreciate you guys tuning in for some good action here so far between the Magic and the Warriors. They're showing a replay of a previous game when Desmond Bain hits that crazy fall away three to beat the Trailblazers back on November 10th. All right, let's get back to some live action now. Remember, Bain was acquired in the trade this offseason. Grizzlies got KCP, Cole Anthony, 4 first-round picks. So they traded a haul for him, hoping that he will be that perimeter scorer at the guard spot for them. Anthony Black gets it into Wendell Carter Jr. Hands it off to Black. Black off the curl, out to Jonathan Isaac. Back to Bain. Bain goes cross court, left corner for Wendell Carter Jr., who cashes out from 3. That is great ball movement there by the Orlando Magic. Both teams shooting over 50% from the field. Magic shooting 60% from the field. Podziemski over to Al Horford. Gets it down to Jimmy in the post against Anthony Black. Left side of the paint here. He spins. One leg fall away. Oh, and it's too easy. Jimmy Butler does his work in the paint. In that back to the basket area. And knocks it down. 32-27. Tyus Jones. Over to Black. Black down the lane. Gets blocked by old man Al. And rebound to Moody. Oh, Jimmy tries to squeeze it in to Buddy Hield, and Jones picks it right off. Tyus Jones. Ball back from Desmond Bain. He misses the 3. And ball back to the Warriors. Jimmy Butler drives right, guarded by Isaac. Tries to go behind the back. Somehow makes his way to Podziemski, but he smokes the layup with the right hand. Desmond Bain on the go. Stops, gets it over to Isaac, who pulls up for a 3, and he misses. So we got a little sloppy here. Podziemski with the ball. Down to Jimmy on the right side of the post now. Right side of the paint. Jimmy drives left into the paint, takes a bump, jump pass over to Horford for 3, and he misses. Fight for the rebound. Wendell Carter Jr. secures it. Approaching under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Offenses have sort of slowed down here as Anthony Black Euro steps around Jimmy, finishes with the right hand on the left-hand side of the basket. They're up 34-27. Podziemski with the ball. Podziemski drives left out to Horford. Right side to Buddy Hield. In the right corner to Jimmy Butler. Finds Buddy on the cut. I don't know what happened there. It passed it right to a Magic player. Desmond Bain down the lane, goes up and lays it in. They're just punishing the Warriors' mistakes here. And it's a 9-point game. Hield with the ball over to Butler. Butler drives on Isaac, gets into the paint, throws up the left-hand layup, and draws the foul on Isaac. Jimmy and Buddy going back and forth. Jimmy saying you didn't even have your hands up for that pass. Think I seen him say I'm not passing you the ball again. Their relationship is too funny. Jimmy's first free throw is up and he knocks it down. So Jimmy doing what he does best, draw fouls and take free throws. And he knocks down both free throws. 30 seconds to go here. Magic up 36-29. Tyus Jones at half court, 10 on the shot clock. Over to Anthony Black, finds Wendell Carter at the foul line. He pump fakes. He drives into the paint corner to Jonathan Isaac. Isaac steps out of bounds. With 9 seconds to go, Warriors have a chance to cut into this deficit with the last shot of the quarter. They bring Steph Curry back in for this purpose. With 9 seconds to go. Old man Al goes to the bench. Tudo was good. So Podziemski to inbound, 9 seconds to go here. Steph Curry tying his shoelace. Gets it over to Steph. Steph with 7, 6, 5, 4. Steph from half court damn near. And he buries it. Oh my goodness. Stephen Curry. A deep three from the logo. And Desmond Bane tries to return the favor, him from the logo, and he misses. And Steph Curry, that's why you bring him in with these short clock situations, because you know he'll get a good shot from 3. Makes it a 4-point game, 36-32. Steph Curry off the inbound, walks it up the court, shoots from the logo, and buries it. I don't know what Steph was doing on that mimic. Man, looked like something was wrong with him. All right, let's take a look at the box score. Taking a look at the box score here. (36-32), 36-32. So Stephen Curry with 9 points on 2 made threes. You got Jimmy Butler with 8 points. You got Draymond with 8. He had 2 threes in that first quarter as well. 1 from Moody, 3 for Will Richard. Off the bench, you have 3 from Al Horford. That's their only bench production. They're shooting 53% from the field, 67% from the 3, and 75% from the line. For the Magic, you got Franz Wagner with 2, 8 for De Silva, 5 for Wendell Carter Jr., Desmond Bane with 9 to lead them in scoring, 6 for Jalen Suggs. Off the bench, you have 4 from Bataze and 2 from Anthony Black. All right, so we're in commercial right now. If you're just joining, waiting for us to get back into live game action. All right. So we're coming back to action now. Magic on top. Magic on top here. It's funny, right before we got on stream, I was watching the Mind the Game podcast. I don't know if it's really a podcast or it's just YouTube video as we start the second quarter with the Warriors. With LeBron James, Steve Nash, and they had Steph Curry. I watched both part 1 and part 2 just now. And then they started talking about the Olympics again, and it made me want to go back. It made me go back and watch those last 2 games as Jimmy Butler hits the 2 to make it a 2-point game. And it made me go back and watch those Steph Curry final games in the Olympics against Serbia and then against France in the gold medal game. Gives you goosebumps, man. Incredible stuff there. Anthony Black out to Wendell Carter, back to Anthony Black for 3, and he misses. Jonathan Isaac tries a one-handed putback over Quentin Post and misses, though. Rebound to the Warriors. Jimmy Butler now. And Pajemski just runs into Bane and falls, and they called a foul on Bane. That was funny. Right? I'm going to end this poll on the YouTube. Make sure if you haven't voted, make sure you vote. Make sure you vote. Ended the poll. Okay. Ball in play here with Quentin Post over to Draymond Green. Draymond Green lobs it up to Jimmy, who catches it under the basket. Out to Quentin Post for 3, and it's short. Long rebound goes all the way back out to Post. Post lobs it up to Jimmy, who catches it and throws it down backwards. Draymond to Jimmy there and ties the game at 36. And I think they call a delay of game on the Warriors because the ball I think the ball bounced off Jimmy and went off the court. But Jimmy up to 12 points here, being ultra aggressive. Ball over to Jonathan Isaac, out to Steph Curry. Steph Curry over to Desmond Bane. Bane dribbles right. Bane, pump fakes for three, cross court to Jones. Jones for three, and he cashes out from three. What a shot there. What a shot there by Bane. Ball out to post. Post for three. Oh, he misses the wide open three. Goes off Anthony Black, out to Bane. Bane on the run here. Bane left to right crossover, goes down the lane and smokes the right hand layup. Rebound to Jimmy. Jimmy into the paint, out to post. Post down to Jimmy. Guarded against Tyus Jones, right side of the court. That's a size advantage. Jimmy attacks left, jump pass to Pajemski. Pump fakes for three. Into the paint, throws up the floater, and Wendell Carter Jr. secures the rebound. Jones over to Black. Black into the paint, and Draymond from behind smacks the ball down, but they call a foul. They're showing a replay of that lob from Green to Jimmy. All right, so Draymond Green talking to the ref. He said, he's always talking to the refs there. As Anthony Black knocks down the free throw. Anthony Black at the line for his second free throw. Second one is up and knocks it down. So it's 41-36, 5-point game, 9:45 to go. Pajemski with the ball over the post, up top to Draymond, left side to Moses Moody. Moody, left side to Jimmy now. Jimmy in the left corner here. Jimmy drives left, comes back into the post against Bane. Now attacks him into the paint, goes across, out to Draymond for another three off the back rim. Ball gets tipped all the way back out to Jimmy. Jimmy throws up the floater and hits the floater. So offensive rebounding leading to second chance points. Jimmy up to 14 points. Jones over to Desmond Bane, near half court. Desmond Bane, left side to Jones, over to Black, back up top to Jones, and they call a three in the key by number 23, Draymond. So it'll be a one-shot technical foul. One-shot technical shot by Bane, who cashes it home. Right? All right, Magic inbounded over to Tyus Jones. Tyus over to Wendell Carter Jr. Top of the key, finds Bane on a curl. Over to Jones. Left side to Black. He steps through the paint, thought he traveled, but they called a foul and won. So Anthony Black will go to the line for the three-point play. Magic with a nice change of possession there. Ooh. Looked like he got away with a step there. Black for the three-point play, and he knocks it down. So it's 45-38. Magic holding their own here against the Warriors. 100% of y'all said Warriors would be leading at halftime. There's still time, but the Magic do have the lead. Post with the ball over to Moody. Moody picks up his dribble. Right side to Jimmy with 5 on the clock. Jimmy faces up on Bane. Sidestep three, that's off, and it's an air ball, actually. Anthony Black with the rebound. Magic pushing quickly in transition. Black over to Wendell Carter. Hand off to a curling Tyus Jones. Jump pass, but Bane moved out the corner. It's a turnover. A live ball turnover over to Moody. Moody for three. Oh, halfway in and out. And both Magic players collide and knock the ball out of bounds. Stays with the Warriors. Steph Curry and Al Horford check back into the game. Draymond and Quentin Post go to the bench. Gary Payton II inbounds it to Moody. They're trying to free Steph here off ball. Gets it over to Horford. Horford for the right wing three, and it's off. Rebound to Suggs. Suggs over to Bane. Back to Suggs. Suggs comes off the screen. Walks into a three, and it's too strong. Wagner with the tip rebound out to Bane. Over to Black. Black down the lane. Double clutches, and can't finish. But does draw the foul. So Anthony Black will go to the line for 2 free throws. So Anthony Black at the line, first free throw. Rattles in. So Anthony Black back at the line. I think this is his third trip to the line in total. And he buries the second free throw. 47-38. Oh, Steph Curry, what a pass to Gary Payton II. Nobody home. He lays it in. Gary Payton II on the board here. On the assist from Steph Curry. Ball over to Bataze. Bataze hands it off to Black off the curl. Black out to Suggs. Suggs drives left into the paint. Takes the bump, but doesn't get the finish. But he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. So Suggs has put the headband back on his actual forehead instead of putting it around his neck like a choker. Jalen Suggs, free throws up and good. Man just need to go bald. This man, top of this man head is reflecting you. Just let it go, brother. Let it go. Or take that flight to Turkey. Either one. Second free throw is out. Jalen Suggs knocks down both free throws. Orlando, 49-40, I think ties their largest lead of the game. They've made all 10 of their free throws. Steph Curry tries to get to Horford. Is picked off by Wagner. Wagner Euro steps, goes up and smokes the layup, but they call a foul on Gary Payton II. So the Warriors just turning the ball over, leading to opportunities for the Magic. So now Wagner at the line for free throws. He knocks down the first. It's 50-40. 50-40. Wagner averaging 23.1 points per game. And he knocks down the second. So I think it's the largest lead of the game here. 51-40, Magic over the Warriors. Horford gets it over to Will Richard. They find Curry. Curry guarded by Bataze. That should be food. Oh, fakes the step back, gets into the paint, goes right down Main Street and lays it in. The old man Curry is still crafty. 17-year vet. Pump fakes for 3, keeps his dribble alive, blows by everybody. Right hand layup. Bataze, hand off to Wagner. Wagner into the paint. Sneaks behind Bataze. The layup rolls around and down. 53-42. Curry with the ball, guarded by Suggs. Suggs reaching. He picks up his dribble. Back out to Curry for three, and it's off. Rebound to Wagner. De Silva with the ball. Goes through the lane, goes up. Fight for the rebound, and De Silva tips his own shot in. I don't know if they call it on Bataze or De Silva, but the Magic are opening up a big lead here. 13-point lead with 5:57 to go here before halftime. So it's not looking good for the Warriors right now, getting run out the gym so far. Let me take a look at the box score. So we're looking at the total turnovers here. It says only 4, but I feel like they have more turnovers than that. Let me refresh. Yeah, 4 turnovers, but it's not looking good so far. The Magic are just getting to the line as well. Magic have shot, they're 12 for 12 from the free throw line. The Warriors are 6 for 8. They're doing a little the skills challenge that they do at All-Star Weekend. They have some random fans doing it. And but they're both pretty evenly matched here. Oh, and the fan, he made one of the fans made the first free throw. Oh, he won 2 tickets to a Magic game. That's dope. He looked real comfortable doing that. He looked real comfortable. I'm assuming Baker Mayfield is here? Or is it Mike Evans? I think Mike Evans is in the building. And they're showing a highlight of him right now. Oh, there he is. All right. They're showing the Florida connection here. Al Horford won 2 titles with Florida in 07 and 08. And Will Richard. Um and Will Richard won a championship with the Florida Gators as well. And they showed his coach from the University of Florida came and brought his championship ring during Warriors I guess at the Warriors team meeting while they were there in Florida. That's dope. All right, let's get back to the action here. 55-42. It's Warriors ball. They're down 13 with a little under 6 minutes to go here. Salute to everybody here in the chat. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Ball in play here with Peyton. Over to Curry. Curry comes off the screen, finds Peyton on the cut to the basket. He goes down the lane. Oh, he smokes the layup. Gotta clean that. You gotta finish that. Wagner over to De Silva for 3. That looked off. It is off. Al Horford with the rebound. Gets it over to Moody. And then a silly pass picked off by De Silva. He goes and puts it in. Down 15 here. 57-42. Ball over to Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield down the paint. Oh, he had Gary Payton under the basket. He missed it. Finds Buddy Hield out to Payton. Over to Moody. Left corner 3. Ball was popping around on that possession. Leads to a Moody left corner 3. Wagner in the paint here. No, on the perimeter here, excuse me. Guarded by Curry. Curry trying to force him towards the help. He forces him. Curry bumps him, and Wagner draws the foul. Magic will go back to the line for free throws. So they're showing a replay of that last possession when the Warriors got the stop but then turned it over, which led to a layup. So Wagner at the line for 2 free throws here. Franz Wagner, first free throw is up, knocks it down. So Draymond Green about to check back in. He knocked down 2 threes, so that's surprised me. Franz Wagner at the line for free throws. And he rattles in the second. So it's 59-45, 59-45. Magic have hit all 14 of their free throws. Steph Curry with the ball. Curry off the screen. Oh, fights around it. Steph Curry. Oh, he tries to get it to Draymond. Draymond took his eyes off the basketball, and it's another turnover for the Warriors. I think I'm getting bad luck doing Warriors games. I think I'm getting bad luck. The last time I did a Warriors game, they got smacked up by OKC. 59-45 here. De Silva gets it over to Wagner. He wasn't expecting it, but picks it up here. Wagner over to De Silva. De Silva spins. Back out to Wagner. Left side to De Silva. Finds Bataze. Finds a cutting Bane. Predicted that all the way through. Oh, almost another turnover, but the ball somehow makes it all the way through. Bataze with the goaltend. So it's 59-47. 59-47. And the Magic will inbound the ball here. Magic to inbound. Suggs goes all the way over to De Silva in the corner. He saves it and throws it all the way back out to half court. Bane over to Suggs. Suggs for 3, and it's an air ball. You'll let Suggs shoot that all game long. This man just throwing up air balls out there. Ball with Horford. Horford over to Draymond Green. Hand off to Curry. Curry fakes. 3. Cash. Steph Curry with that quick fake. You fly on by. He just resets himself. Cashes out from 3. 9-point game. Magic still up though. 59-50. 59-50. Take a look at the box score so far. They have a little drum group here playing at this point in time. From a line down there. Let me see who else is playing. You got Brooklyn actually beating Boston 21-15 right now. That's interesting. I might put that on my secondary screen so I can keep an eye on it. Pistons Hawks on that screen. I'll probably put all right, there we go. There we go. All right, so we're in a little bit of a break right now. We're in a break. You're not missing any action. Not missing any action. But Boston being down to Brooklyn right now is a surprise. Brooklyn just got their second win of the season in the last game against another one-win team, the Wizards. Can't believe people still go out to those games. 21-15 there in Brooklyn. And then you got Atlanta and Detroit. Looks like our game is coming back now, coming back to the broadcast. Um, in February of 2025, last year versus Orlando, he had 56 points on 12 made threes, made all 12 of his free throws. His career against Orlando, he shoots about 49% from three. Steph Curry has just passed Vince Carter for 22nd all time in career points. Salute to Stephen Curry. Desmond Bain with the pump fake for three, and it's in and out. Fight for the rebound. Green saves it. Over to Jimmy Butler. Jimmy at the 3-point line. Guarded by Suggs. Left side to Draymond. He lobs it to Jimmy. Jimmy gets bumped from behind and fouled by Jalen Suggs. So Jimmy Butler will go to the line for 2 free throws here. What a bullet pass there from Draymond to Jimmy. Jimmy catches it, gets undercut a little bit by Suggs. And he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Knocks down the first. Jimmy Butler at the line for the second free throw. And he knocks it down. So 59-52, 7-point game now. Ball inbound to Jalen Suggs. Jimmy up to 16 points, made all 6 of his free throws. Suggs draws the foul on Moses Moody. And since the Magic are in the bonus, that's automatic free throws here for the Orlando Magic the rest of this quarter. Suggs knocks down the first free throw. What am I eating? I'm eating some French fries. Some Checkers fries that I you buy from the supermarket, and I just reheated them. Put them in the air fryer. 61-52. Ball over to Al Horford. Down to Draymond. Draymond finds Jimmy on the cut. Jimmy over to Curry. Curry left corner 3, and Curry rattles it in from the left corner. 6-point game now. Warriors, let's see how they can close this quarter in the remaining 3 minutes we got here. Suggs with the ball. Finds De Silva. De Silva spins, goes up off glass, can't get it. Rebound to Horford. Curry with it now on the run. Steph Curry drives baseline. Oh, he got away with an extra step. And they called a foul on Wagner before the extra step. Wow. So Curry at the line, he buries the first free throw. So Steph up to 18.6 assists so far. Oh, LeBron is actually back. I know they said he was potentially be back, but that's dope that he's back. I don't know if I'll catch the game, but I'll probably see the highlights in the morning. Warriors on a 12-2 run to get within 4 here as Suggs goes in the corner to De Silva. Up top to Bane. Bane steps in. Oh, drops it off to Wendell Carter, and they call a foul on Draymond. Draymond up to 3 fouls now. Wendell knocks down the first. Brandon Pajemski will check back in. So Wendell Carter about to shoot the second free throw after a slight delay. Carter, second free throw, and knocks it down. 63-57, 2:20 to go here in the first half. Jimmy Butler at the controls over to Horford. Back to Jimmy. Jimmy finds Steph coming off the curl. He shoots the three, and Steph Curry cashes out from 3. What a shot by Steph. It looked like he got popped in the mouth, in the chin there by the defender. Doesn't matter. He's up to 22, 13 in the quarter. Wagner with the ball, left side of the court, looking for Suggs. Gets it over to Suggs. And Curry pokes it away. Curry with the ball, right side of the court. Steph Curry, step back, over the head pass to Horford. Tries to get it down to Draymond, and poked away by Draymond to save the fast break there. And an offensive foul by Desmond Bane. It looks like they come back from there showing the replay, and Pajemski's on his back holding his mouth on the floor. Desmond Bane incredulous in his reaction here. It looks like, I don't know if Bane actually catches him. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, on the smack back, he catches him on the swipe back. (63-60). Warriors within 3. They were down as many as 15 in this quarter. Horford gets it down to Draymond, right side of the court, finds Jimmy. Jimmy dribbles back top of the key, now dribbles in, fakes the pass into Steph, gets it over to Horford. Horford now finds Steph on the other side for 3. Oh, in and out, fight, and they call a foul against Pajemski for the push on that rebound attempt. And I think they're in the bonus, so they should be shooting free throws. Sorry if I'm crunching in y'all ear. Sounds loud in my head. I don't know if it's picking up on the mic. First free throw is made. Draymond will go to the bench. Moody will check in. Desmond Bane at the line for the second free throw. And it's 65-60. Orlando has made all 18 of their free throws in this game so far. Jimmy with the ball keeps his dribble alive. Dribbles right and gets pushed in the back by Suggs. Right, so it'll be sideline out of bounds for the Warriors. They're not in the Warriors aren't in the bonus yet. In the foul bonus, that is. Jimmy gets it into Horford. Horford looking for Curry. Curry gets free. Curry drops it off to Jimmy. Jimmy catches, spins, throws it out to Moody. Moody for three. Can't get it. Wendell Carter with the rebound. Black walks into a three off that and misses. Rebound to Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler on the attack here. Left to right crossover on Franz. Goes up, tries to draw the foul. Franz stays strong. Gets the deflection and steal. Franz Wagner going back the other way, up top to Black. Black fakes the pass downhill, keeps the ball, and lays it in. 67-60. Shot clock is off. Warriors will play for the final shot here. 67-60. Curry guarded by De Silva. Horford comes up to set the screen. He doesn't take it. Curry dribbles left. Hook pass over to Horford, and it's a little too much sauce on it. It goes out of bounds. Anthony Black from 3/4 court, and it's an air ball, and that's how we get to halftime. Score 67-60, the home team Magic on top of the visiting Warriors. At halftime, you know what we do. We take a look at the box score, the team stats, all that good stuff. So bear with us as we go through it. 15 minutes for halftime starts now. 67-60 as the score at the half. Orlando outscored Golden State 36-32 in the first. Yeah, they outscored them, 31-28 in the second. For Jimmy Butler, he has 16 points. Jimmy Butler has 16 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. You got Draymond with 8 points, but he does have 3 fouls. Steph Curry with 22 and 6 assists. Moses Moody with 4. Will Richard with 3 off the bench. Al Horford with 3. 4 for Gary Payton II. Podziemski yet to score. They're shooting 49% from the field, 45% from 3, 83% from the free throw line. And they have 8 turnovers as a team. For the Orlando Magic, you got Franz Wagner with 8, not having his best game so far, but does have 5 rebounds. Tristan De Silva with 12 points, 7 for Wendell Carter Jr. Desmond Bane with 12, Jalen Suggs with 10. Off the bench, Jonathan Isaac and Kane have yet to score. 4 for Bataze, 3 for Tyus Jones, 11 for Anthony Black. Take a look at the team stats. So in the rebounding department, the Magic are leading that 23-15. Assist department, the Warriors are leading that 14-13. Steals, the Magic are leading that 6-5. They're tied at 2 blocks apiece. 7 total turnovers for the Magic, 8 for the wife. I said 8 for the wife. 8 for the Warriors. 2 blocks for the Warriors and Magic. You got 8 total turnovers for the Warriors, with 8 points conceded off turnovers. 7 for the Magic's. 10 points conceded off those turnovers. Fast break points in favor of the Magic. Magic up 15-5 in fast break turnovers, up 28-16 in points in the paint. Largest lead of the game is 15 for the Magic. Warriors got to do something to turn the tide here. Warriors have to change something up here. Let's take a look at the schedule while we have some time. So at halftime, you see our game is at halftime right now. For the Celtics and Nets, Celtics have taken lead on the Nets, or they just tied it back again, 34-34. Pistons and Hawks. Pistons looking to continue their hot streak here. They're up 45-31 on the Hawks in that second quarter. Between Grizzlies and Spurs, Grizzlies out to an 8-0 start on the Spurs. And we have that game is on NBC and Peacock at 10:30. We have Jazz and Lakers at live from LA. And at 11 p.m., you got Suns and Trailblazers on Peacock. So that's the schedule for today and the leading scorers for each team. So it should be a good one. LeBron back tonight for that Lakers game later, between the Lakers and Jazz. So we'll see how he looks coming off of that sciatica. Um, Sciatica is not really an injury, I guess. Sciatica discomfort. Take a look at the upcoming schedules. On Wednesday, on ESPN, you have Rockets Cavs. That should be a good one. Hornets Pacers, Raptors, and 76ers. And you have my Warriors playing the Heat on a back to back. So they take the trip down to south to Miami to play the Heat tomorrow. Wizards Timberwolves at 8, as well as Nuggets Pelicans and Kings Thunder. 9:30 Knicks and Mavericks play. And 10 p.m. is the Bulls and Trailblazers. So that's the battle coming up for the other teams in the NBA. All right, going back to the poll, I said who would be leading at halftime. 100% of y'all said Warriors, but it's in fact the Orlando Magic who are leading at the half. So all your votes lost. Now, do you think the Warriors will come back? That is another question. What do you feel? So we shall see what happens. They got this lady during the halftime show who's who's shooting a bow and arrow with her feet upside down. How do you even find out you can do this as a talent? Shooting a bow and arrow with your feet. What if she misses and shoots somebody in the crowd? Like, I don't know what's going on. Mads was good. Here just in time for halftime. Appreciate you. What's going on? We just missed the halftime show. This lady was shooting a bow and arrow with her feet upside down. And she hit the target twice. I don't know what type of halftime talent that is, but listen, whatever gets you paid. You were at the movie scene Running Man. What movie is that? Let me see. Running Man. Oh, with this guy in it. I feel like I've seen a movie like this before. Running Man. Let me see. Runners can win 1 billion if they survive for 30 days while the network hunters led by. Oh no, I've never seen this. It's a 80s remake. Ah, okay. Yeah, I don't think I've seen it. I was confusing it with another movie. How would you rate it though? How would you rate it? You know, sometimes they always say that remake. Sometimes the remake's not as good as the original. But my lady's a movie person, so she probably will go check it out. She made me watch Boogeyman or some 1998 movie about the Boogeyman the other day. That was on Disney Plus. I forgot exactly what the name of that thing was. I think it was called Boogeyman or Don't Be Afraid of. I don't know what it was called. You gave it a 7 out of 10. Okay, seems like a honest critique. 7 out of 10. I'll take it. She's a big Disney Plus. She liked them Disney movies. Um, I'm cool off Disney movies, but I sat there and watched it because that's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, she likes to make popcorn and sit there and eat it. I'm not a popcorn guy. We're at halftime, people. We are at halftime, so you're not missing a thing. Not missing a thing. Score is 67-60 at the half. Warriors are down. I mean, they got to win tonight. They play a second night of a back to back. They play tomorrow in Miami against the Heat. So you don't want to start off your or continue your road trip with back to back losses in Florida. Mads, what movie chains they got AMC where you at, or they have another movie chain where you at? Over here they got AMC, Regal. They got like this other one called like I think it's called like Show Lux or Lux Showtime or something like that. Or is it just some local chain? AMC, but I prefer Cinemark. Oh, never heard of Cinemark. Let me look up Cinemark. Oh, apparently there's one like pretty far away though, and like going more west or in Jersey somewhere. Oh, the headquarters is in that area, Texas, Plano, Texas. So that makes sense. Regal is old school, so that makes sense. Yeah, they got Regal over here. Those are the two big dogs, Regal and AMC. But um, my lady's a StubHub's member, so she be going there and getting all the free movies and free popcorn and all that good stuff. Me, I'm indifferent. I don't have brand loyalty. I do not have brand loyalty to movies. Looking at this Nets game, Michael Porter Jr. just hit a crazy three and ties the game at 41. All right, looks like we're coming back off of halftime now. Feel like the longest halftime ever. Remember, the next time I'll be streaming, it will be on Sunday. We'll be doing the WNBA draft lottery. We'll find out who gets the four, top 4 or 5 picks, but most importantly, who gets the number one pick. Yeah, man, she definitely keeping that. She be going to the movies on a random Monday night, Tuesday night, don't matter what night. But listen, get your AMC. You gotta make use of that AMC thing, or else it goes to waste, right? So Me, I'll be just using the Netflix, or if there's a movie in theaters that I missed, I do some nefarious things to get it so I can just watch it. Listen, I'm being honest, being honest. All right, we should be coming back shortly. Should be coming back shortly. They're showing some replays of the first half for the Warriors. I'm watching the Warriors broadcast here on playback. I'm more of a my genre is more action movie, like Jason Statham, one of my favorite actors. So whatever movie Jason Statham in, I'm watching. A lot of that action, like shoot 'em up movies, I'll be watching. John Wick, them type of movies. I forgot what's the last movie oh, the movie that we both said was the ending was trash. I like those type of movies, like end of the world, not end of the world movies, but they gotta end like end better than that movie. What was it called again? Um, Boom Goes the Dynamite or whatever. A House of Dynamite. I can't even remember. There, yeah, thank you. House of Dynamite. Right. Terrible endings. All right, game is back on. Will Richard gets fouled, and he'll go to the line for free throws. During COVID time, I was watching all the space movies, the Interstellars, and all those type of movies where you space exploration. Yeah, I like Interstellar a lot. Golden State, Will Richard knocks down the first free throw, and he misses the second. Wendell Carter Jr. with the rebound. You're partial to I Am Legend and iRobot. I had iRobot. Aging myself. I had iRobot on DVD. Do people even still watch stuff on DVD anymore? But Will Smith, one of my favorite actors as well. As Wendell Carter gets fouled, and he'll go to the line for two free throws. I like Running Man if I like action. Dope. Cool. I watched that movie. You'll probably know this movie. The movie where I guess it takes place back in I shouldn't say back in the day, but it's like the movie where you got to keep walking, and if you walk below a certain miles per hour, they give you a warning, and if you stop, they shoot you. It's like walking for charity, not for charity, walking for a prize or something like that. Can't remember the name of the movie. Um, the I think it's called The Walk. Actually, now that I think about it, no, it's not that movie. The Walk. No, it's not The Walk. I gotta figure out what the name of it is. Score 69-61. Who was in it? That was it wasn't no big actors in it. The Long Walk? Yeah, The Long Walk. That was the name of it. The Long Walk. As Steph misses the three, it came out this year. Yeah, long. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Mads. I didn't even see your comment before I looked it up. Yep. Finished there by Desmond Bain. As Draymond runs down the floor, he turns the ball over. This might become another bad game here for the Warriors. Bain saves it, but then he steps out of bounds. So some sloppy hoops right now. Sloppy hoops. This guy can't make a free throw in the Brooklyn game. There you go. Steph draws the foul there. Steph draws the foul. It looks sloppy right now, Matt. Did you watch The Long Walk or no? It was yeah, it was based on a novel by Stephen King. He said, "Go." Oh, he said, "Golden State can get it going. They can, yeah." Yeah, it was a decent movie. Steph Curry down the lane. Oh, he blows the layup. What is good today with the Warriors? Man, just smoked the wide open layup. Ball over to Jalen Suggs into the paint, fakes the ball fake, goes up and reverse lays it in. 12-point lead for the Orlando Magic. Remember, no Paolo Banchero for the Magic. No Kuminga for the Warriors as Moody wide open in the left corner for three and he misses. Franz Wagner hands it off to Bane. Bane pump fakes for three. Bane down the lane, throws up the floater off glasses off. Moody finds Jimmy streaking down the lane. Jimmy goes up and dunks it home. And he wants a foul. Yells at the ref. They let him get away with it. (73-63). Wagner with the ball. He shoots the three over Steph. Short. Rebound to Moody. Jimmy with the ball. Jimmy gets into his bag. Goes corner to Will Richard. And he steps on the baseline out of bounds. Some sloppy hoops we're watching right now, people. 73-63, 9-10 to go here. It's Magic basketball. Suggs gets it over to Desmond Bane. Bane with the ball. Bane dribbles right, back out left, over to Suggs. Suggs finds Franz on a curl. Franz floater is up and good. Good ball movement there by the Magic. Franz is 6'10". He gets Draymond on the roll. Draymond goes up and lays it in on Wendell Carter Jr. It looks like he's shaking up a bit. He takes the mask off. De Silva gets the ball stolen by Steph Curry. He picks the pocket. Curry finds a streaking Will Richard who bangs it home. And a timeout by the Magic. So it's Magic ball. Jalen Suggs has Bane inbounded. Moody forces him to pick it up in the backcourt. 75-67. Largest lead of the game was 15 by the Magic. Currently a 8-point game. And Bane misses the three. Steph Curry tips the rebound out to himself, and he gets on the run, throws up the lob to Jimmy. Jimmy over to Richard, over to Steph. Steph catch, shot. Oh, three rattles in. Steph Curry, time out. So Steph Curry doing it on both ends of the floor here, gets to steal twice. And he comes down the court and finishes on the other end. Catches the ball and just gets it up for three, and it rattles in. Steph, what is that? Man, it looked like he was straining right there. I was saying in the chat before you came, Maz, that I was watching the Mind the Game YouTube channel with LeBron and Steve Nash, and I was watching the Steph Curry interviews. So it made me go back and when they were talking about the Olympics, made me go back and watch those Olympic games. Yeah, it's really good. It's really like they get into the weeds a little bit about philosophy and Steph's journey and how he became who he is. And so if you're really into like real basketball stuff, it's a really good watch. Yeah, it's on YouTube. Really good watch. They doing some Chick-fil-A giveaway in the Orlando arena. It's not there. It's called the Kia Center, not the Orlando Arena. Yeah, that Olympic run was something special. I went back and watched the semifinal game against Serbia, and then the final game against France, where man was just doing whatever out there. And was just launching threes behind the back, pass, get it back, three. It was, man. I don't think we'll see it. We won't see anything like that ever again, man. Like I've been thinking, who's the next generation after? I shouldn't say who's the next generation, but who in that next generation is gonna pick up the mantle like a Steph, KD, LeBron trio? Like who is next? Hallie, yeah, hopefully Hallie comes back the same or better from that Achilles. Same with Tatum. I mean, Booker's been on a bunch of those Olympic teams. Um, Booker, Bam, those are the two. Anthony Edwards, but like who else as we come back to action here in Orlando? That's the thing. Like once Braun, Steph, and KD are gone, like what happens? Oh, Steph Curry with another steal and saves it to Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, oh, behind the back pass to Moody, who saves it, and then it's stolen. Jalen Suggs gets it over to De Silva for three. You just knew that was gonna happen. They get the steal, turn it back over, and give up the three. That he needs to go live with the monks. Like, yeah, he definitely need to go get that mentality right. Oh, and the Warriors turn it over. Franz with the steal. The Bull Boys have to get out the way, and you cut it to 5. And now it's right back up to 10. Mm-mm-mm. Curry gets it over to Draymond. Draymond back to Curry. Curry, no hesitation for three, and it's off. Moody tips it to himself for the rebound. Outlet to Draymond. Over to Steph. Steph pump fakes in the left corner. Guarded by De Silva. Goes behind the back. Steph, one leg fall away. Midi is good. That boy, Steph, too cold, man. Steph with 27. Suggs in the post against Steph, and Draymond gets the tip on that pass attempt. Steph Curry, this is a crazy shot. He was just dribbling in the mid range, and then just a one leg step back. Ball out to De Silva for three in the same spot, and he misses that one. Horford, old man Horford with the rebound over to Draymond. Draymond over to Horford. Horford, top of the key, nowhere to go with it. Finds Draymond in the right corner. Draymond for three. It's off. Gary Payton the second with the rebound over to Horford. Horford gets the Green with a pass down to Gary Payton the second, and he gets fouled. That's 4 fouls on Franz Wagner, if that is on Wagner indeed. What they gonna leave Franz in? I don't know what's happening here. Oh, it looks like Franz Wagner is bleeding a little bit, so infection control. They gotta go clean that up. So we have a little break in play right now. Salute to everybody here on the YouTube, the playback, the Twitch. Appreciate you guys tuning in for some NBA action here. Game started off high paced. It slowed down a bit here, but the Warriors can still make this interesting. Everybody who voted in the poll for who would be leading at halftime was wrong. So they 100% of y'all said Warriors, and the Magic were leading at the half. Right, looks like Franz Wagner is all cleaned up. should be good to go now. Right, Draymond gets it over to Horford, back to Draymond. Draymond finds Steph. Steph for three. Oh, in and out, but Pajemski with the rebound gets it back to Steph. Steph pump fakes. Steph relocates for three again, and he shoots an air ball this time. And he tries to go for the steal, but puts them at a disadvantage. Wagner lobs it up to Bataze for the dunk. And it's a 10-point lead. Draymond over to Steph. Steph finds GP2 on the cut, fumbles it out to Horford. Up top to Draymond. Top of the key three, and it's short. Rebound to Suggs. Magic looking to put this team away. Walks into a three. Oh, halfway down and out. Jalen Suggs. And Steph, he pulls back for a three, and he's short. So Steph has missed his last three threes. Oh, to Franz Wagner, who's wide open, and he misses. Oh, my goodness. What are we watching right now? Everybody just chucking up threes. Ball over to Horford. Horford out to Draymond. Steph comes off the screen. Steph out to Pajemski. Pump fakes for three. He steps in. Throws it out to Draymond with 5 on the clock over the pods. Pajemski with three. He has to take a contested three. It's off. Fight for the rebound. Oh my goodness. This is some ugly hoops right now. Just chuck a three, chuck a three, chuck a three. Anthony Black down the lane, and he bangs it home. See, when the three's not working, you got to dunk. And the timeout called by the Warriors. They look a little gassed. Last couple possessions have not worked in their favor. It's back up to 12 for the Magic. All right. So got a little sloppy there for a bit. 84-72 is the score. 84-72. Leading scorer is Steph Curry with 27. He's 6 for 13 from three. For the Magic, the leading scorer is Tristan Da Silva. He has 15. 15 points, that is. Awkward dad dance cam. He's not even dancing. $84-72. Looking at these other games, we're in halftime in Brooklyn and in Atlanta. Boston up 62-61 on the Nets at halftime. Detroit up 67-54 on the Hawks. Memphis and San Antonio. Memphis is up 24-23. That game is on NBC and Peacock. The two other games start at 10:30 and 11. They're playing Kiss Me Through the Phone like we back in 07, 08. That is hilarious. It's always awkward watching these kiss cams, man. Just watching people kiss like I don't even know. Remember, no Victor Wembanyama. Yeah, you gotta ban the kiss cam for real. Kiss cam is you gotta ban it. Just get it out of here. People around the world just watching y'all kiss. Multiple people kiss over and over during a basketball game. For the Spurs, damn, no Steph Castle and no Victor Wembanyama, they look like a much different team. 23 points in the first quarter. I mean, what can you do? All right, back to some action here. Warriors with the ball. They got it within 5 and the lead right back up to 12 for the Magic. Post with the ball over to Buddy Hield. Pump fakes for three. Buddy Hield into the paint. and throws a no-look pass out the timeout to the Magic. So another turnover here for the Warriors. And Franz Wagner in the paint, he might have got fouled, and he still finishes the layup. 14-point game. Let me look at the team stats. Turnovers, 13 for the Warriors. Orlando feasting in the paint, 42 points in the paint here. Oh, and Al Horford gets a drive right down the lane off the nice pass. Finishes with the right hand. Anthony Black over to Bataze. Back to Black. Black. Right to left crossover. Gets into the paint. Oh, he traveled. Steps through. Throws it out to the Warriors. And Curry has the ball now. Curry blows by Suggs. Goes up for the layup and scores. Suggs looked like he didn't want to foul. Just let him go right on by. Suggs with the ball. Suggs with 12 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. De Silva with the ball now with 5 on the clock. De Silva down to Wagner, and a foul there by Al Horford. So Jimmy Butler going to check back in now. And Steph Curry will get a breather here. 29 points for Steph as he goes to the bench for a rest here. He'll probably sit the rest of this quarter and get ready for the fourth if this game is still close. Desmond Bane, however, checks back in for the Magic. Anthony Black gets it into Wagner. Wagner left side to Tyus Jones. Tyus Jones top of the key, right side to Black. Black on the drive, out to Jones. Jones loads up for a three, and he cashes home the three. They just said Tyus Jones hadn't made a field goal in 7 straight games before tonight. He's hit 2 threes. Jimmy with the ball, nowhere to go, gets it over to Podziemski. Podziemski drops it back off to Jimmy, over to Al Horford. Al Horford on the drive on Bataze, into the paint, throws up the floater, and draws the foul. I think they're saying this is Al Horford's first free throws of the year? Is that what they're saying? Is that true? That's crazy if true. Yeah, it's bedtime. I think they're the oldest team in the league. Or, nah, I think the Kings are. The Warriors got to be a close second. Al Horford at the line. Knocks down the first. You got jokes, man. You got jokes. And Al Horford knocks down the second. Tyus Jones with the ball, guarded by Buddy Hield. Tyus Jones dribbles right up top to Wagner. Left side to Bataze. Bataze guarded by Post. He dribbles out to give it back to Tyus with 5 on the clock. Tyus over to Bane off the curl. Throws up the floater. Can't get it. Horford grabs the rebound. Jimmy with the ball. Jimmy comes off the screen going right. Has Bataze on him now. Up top to Buddy Hield. Left side to Post. Down to Horford in the post against Anthony Black. He spins. Goes up. Left hand. Oh, he smokes the... Oh, they called the late foul. Late whistle there. That was a late whistle. So Al Horford gets the spin, smokes the layup, but he does get popped in the side of his head. That's a foul. And he's over here pulling his jersey out his pants. Oh, what's going on with you, Mr. Black? And then smacks him in the side of his head. Al Horford knocks down the free throw. That's Elder. I'm so lucky. Lucky, the Queen, Frostine, isn't here to get on my case about that. 89-80 is the score. Tyus Jones with the ball. Tyus Jones probing. Gets it over to Bataze. Bataze over to Tyus Jones. Tyus Jones. Floater is up and good. Tyus Jones has come to play tonight. 27 points for the Magic off the bench. Jimmy Butler nowhere to go. Finds Quentin Post on the cut across the paint. Finds a cutting Buddy Hield who goes up and lays it in. So it's 91-82. 9-point game here. Let's see how the Warriors can end this quarter. Tyus Jones out to Bane. Bane back to Tyus. Tyus Jones gets cut off. Gets it to Bataze. Bataze drives into the paint. Finds Black on the cut. And they call a foul on Pajemski. That was a silly foul by Pajemski there. Yeah, he was sort of pushed him a little bit. There was no need to. So it's Magic ball, sideline in, out of bounds here, and they find who is that? Anthony Black on the cut, and he just puts it up and banks it in. Wow, what a shot there! And ball is out of bounds on the Magic. Stays with the Warriors on that inbound pass. Ball in to Jimmy. Out to Buddy Hield. Pump fakes for three. Left side to Pazemski. He sidesteps, gets into the paint. Throws up the floater, goes off glass, can't get it. But Quentin Post with the putback is good. Tyus Jones comes off the screen. And he's on the right side of the court up top to Anthony Black. Anthony Black crossover. Spins into the paint. Throws up the floater. Can't get it to go. Al Horford with the rebound. And he says, "No what? I'll just dribble it out." Gets it over to Buddy Hield. With 21 seconds to go here. About a 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jimmy Butler III with the ball. It attacks right, gets into the paint, and draws the foul on Bataze. So Jimmy going back to his favorite place on the court, the free throw line. So Jimmy at the line, first free throw is up, and he rattles it in. Draymond with 10 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists is 93-85. Jimmy with 19 points tonight. He's made all 7 of his free throws, meaning that I may have just jinxed him. And I did. He misses the free throw. What did I say? 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Bane over to Wendell Carter. I don't think he got it off in time. He missed it anyway. And that's the end of the third. So Magic up 8 on the Warriors. 12 minutes to go in this one. 93-85. Take a look at the box score. 93-85 is the score here. You got Jimmy Butler with 19 points, 10 for Draymond Green. I should look at the full box score. Jimmy Butler with 19 points and 4 rebounds. He's 7 for 8 from the line. You got Draymond with 10. Steph Curry with 29. Moses Moody with 4. Will Richard with 6. Off the bench, you got Old Man Horford with 9. 2 for Post, 2 for Hield, 4 for Payton. They're shooting 48% from the field, 34% from 3 on 32 attempts, and 80% from the line. They have 13 turnovers as a team. The Magic, on the other hand, Franz Wagner with 14 and 8, De Silva with 15 on 3 made threes, Wendell Carter Jr. with 9 points and 8 rebounds, Desmond Bane with 14, Jalen Suggs with 12. You got Jonathan Isaac and Jamal Cain yet to score. Bataze with 6, 8 for Tyus Jones, 15 for Anthony Black. So they got like 29 points off their bench right now. They've made all 22 of their free throws. I don't know what the record is for most free throws made without a miss as a team, but 22 for 22 is pretty spectacular. 7 for 24 from 3, however. 52% from the field, and they have 11 turnovers as a team. Who is that? Is that something? Did she come to the game like that? Lady got a whole like magical fit on. I don't know what that was. What's up, Kyle Landing? Playing in Orlando is a tough for visiting NBA team. First, the Magic haven't been good for so long that teams go in there thinking it's a win and they lay an egg. Yeah, Magic in recent years they've been much better. Oh, this dude on the Celtics just tried to dunk the Nets. All right, let's see here. 12 minutes to go for the Warriors to try and pull out a win, or 12 minutes for the Magic to protect home court. Tyus Jones with the ball. He gets across half court. Finds Desmond Bane. Wide open, top of the key three, and he's short. And Post gets the rebound. Gets it over to Podziemski. Podziemski with the ball. Comes off the screen going right. Back to Post. Post can shoot the three. Can he make it? No, he can't. Jimmy tries to tip it. It goes to a Magic player. Anthony Black over to Bane. Bane with pods in his sight. Goes across the lane. Goes up for the layup and scores. Bane with 16. 10-point game. 95-85. Post down to Jimmy. They send a double over and then they retreat. Gets it over to Draymond, over to Podziemski. Podziemski with the drive. Goes off glass and scores. So he returns the favor on Bane and lays it up too. Bane with the ball. He steps through around Post and somehow, I don't know how he does that, how he did that. Oh, wow, what a move there by Bane. 10-point game again, 97-87. Over the Healed into the paint, stops. Those. Oh, sorry, that's Moody. Moody into the paint and hits the floater. Thought that was Healed. Moses Moody with the floater. Not up to the standards he had the other night, where he had a career high 30 plus. But De Silva for three. Bane comes skying in and tips the rebound to De Silva. De Silva goes up. He can't get it. Fight for the ball. He gets it back. Wendell Carter almost shoots the three, but slows it down. Tyus Jones keeps the dribble down to Wendell Carter against Pods. Goes up for the left-hand hook and scores. Offensive rebounds, and they call it delay a game on the Magic. I think that's their second delay a game, so that's free throws. So a delay a game tech on Orlando. Jimmy Butler hits the technical free throw. Ball and play here with the Warriors. 9-point game. Podziemski off the screen. Gets it over to Draymond. Draymond left side to Jimmy. Jimmy on the attack on Bane. and draws the foul on Bane. Is that true too though? Send me that link on in the Discord. Send me that link in the Discord. I'm gonna take a look at that after I get off stream. Unless you already sent it in the Discord and I just didn't hear it. Let me see. Oh, I see it. Thank you. I'm about to take a look at this. Why are you trying to get me to down ESPN Plus? What y'all on? I'm trying to. Oh, I just dragged my whole browser over here. Whoops. All right, back to the action here. De Silva with the ball across the paint over to Black. Black sets his feet for three, and he misses. Fight for the rebound. Jimmy comes in and gets the rebound. Jimmy gets into the paint, reverse pivots, throws up the floater, rolls around, steals the rebound from Carter, draws no foul there, but he gets the steal and the put in. Five-point game again. Can the Warriors get over this hump? Black snakes into the paint and lays it in. Oh, I forgot I'm still on this screen. My bad, y'all. Jimmy with the ball. Jimmy drives out to Draymond over the post, and he gets run over. And Pajemski gets run over while Post was shooting the three. Oh, I see it now. I'm gonna post a link in the Discord. That other link was just taking me to the app. And like, there we go. I see it though. Jimmy got yeah. Listen, man. That's sometimes I miss Jimmy in Miami. Gave me some great memories. I look like Quita just went live. I watch Quita stuff, and Jimmy can't get that basket to fall. Desmond Bain on the run finds Black. Oh my goodness, this guy is so athletic. Anthony Black, timeout Warriors. Oh, and then Pajemski and Bain get into it. Whoa. So Anthony Black, uber athletic, caught that, went up and banged it home. Timeout was called, and then Bain snatches the ball out of Pajemski's hands or tries to, and then they get into a little pushing match there. 103-94. The new reading this article right now about the W. WNBA officials updated the board on the latest proposal at meetings this week. The new league minimum would be more than 220,000 with an average of more than 460,000, according to a source. The current CBA was set to expire. Yeah, we know that already. I mean, this is a good step in the right direction. A max salary of more than 1.1 million available to more than one player per team, growing each year. That's a pretty good a good start there. Not a good start. That's a pretty good deal right there. So we'll see what happens. Oh, Jewel Lloyd is joining Project B. Interesting. Oh my goodness, that mic peak is in my ear. So that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of the older players that are joining Project B, y'all. so far. Was Jewel Lloyd part of Unrivaled? I don't think she was she? She was. I think she was actually. She was on like Team Mist. Anyway, salute to y'all hanging around. Waiting for the game to come back on right now. Then Bane swipes down at the ball and then he tries to back away like he didn't do anything. I don't know what that was about. Man threw a rock and tried to hide his hand. That was a little weird. Pass to Jimmy Anthony Black with the save off the steal and another turnover here. Desmond Bane on the run down the lane over to Wendell Carter. Corner three, and it's off. Long rebound to Jimmy. He has Franz Wagner in his sight, but he slows down and throws it up to Draymond. Draymond fakes the pass, goes down the lane, and lays it in with the left. A fake handoff to Steph. That's Steph's gravity at work there. It's 103-96. Tyus Jones with the ball. Tyus over to Anthony Black. Anthony Black on the drive, bumps off Steph, and draws the foul. Anthony Black, every time I see him, he's doing something really positive on the court. So Anthony Black at the line for the free throw, and he misses the first. So Anthony Black at the line for the second free throw. It's up. And he misses both. Draymond with the rebound gets it over to Jimmy. So Warriors still with a lifeline here. 7:30 to go. Draymond brings it across the court, playing some point center right now. Gets it over to Jimmy. Jimmy gets the screen from Steph. Gets basically just an open lane downhill. He goes up and dunks it home. Five-point game again. Will Richard and Bane get tangled up there? So Draymond will go to the bench. I was watching this other broadcast here between the Nets and the Boston Celtics. Looks like Michael Porter Jr. was about to go up and dunk it on Derek White. Ball over to Anthony Black. He goes up and he dunks it. Anthony Black just doing everything out there. How much does he have? So far the only project being unrivaled is AT. Oh, okay. I couldn't remember if Drew was a part of it or not. Was she a part of it last year? I can't remember. Steph Curry gets the loose ball. Steph Curry floater high off the glass, almost banks it in. But then the outlet leads to a leak out for Franz Wagner, who dunks it on the other end. Jimmy Butler with the ball. Jimmy gets into the paint and draws the foul on Wendell Carter. The icon landing. That's exactly what what the observations have been proving. That it's basically the people who missed out on money, who didn't have NIL when they were in college and whatnot. That older crowd looking for that last bag before they kicked the bucket. Nah, I'm joking. Nah, that was a little dramatic, but before their playing career is over. And Jimmy Butler knocks down both free throws. It's 107-99. 107-99. Ball over to Wendell Carter. Carter finds Franz. Franz into the paint, and he finishes the layup by Will Richard. Finishes the layup around Will Richard. Steph Curry with the ball. Steph snakes through, takes the bump from Wendell Carter, draws the foul again. They say it's before the shot, though. So it's Warriors basketball here. Warriors ball. I don't, I don't. You said there may be some tension. I mean, they can't blame the players that they grew up in a time where money where they NIL is available. It's like getting mad at. It's like a boomer getting mad at me because I got the iPhone 15 and they only had the BlackBerry or something. As Steph misses a three. I don't think it's tension. It's a product of the times. It's just the time you grew up in. Like somebody born in the '60s being mad at me because I got FiOS internet. It's not my fault. I just the time I grew up in. So I'm taking advantage of the time I grew up in. Wendell Carter with the ball over to Franz Wagner. Wagner with the drive. Wagner throws it out to Bane. Bane into the paint. Throws up the high floater, but a putback by Wendell Carter Jr. It looks like this game might be over for the Warriors. Steph with the ball. Steph keeps the dribble alive in his left. Goes over to Horford. Over to Moody. Back up top to Horford. Horford over to Jimmy. Jimmy pump fakes for three in the corner. Gets the ball poked away by Franz off Jimmy's knee and out of bounds. And we have a timeout on the floor. Warriors, they got within five. The lead has ballooned back up. Oh, this lady at the Nets game is asleep. 111-95 is the score. This game is over, people. Warriors just can't get over the hump. 111-99, excuse me. 111-99. Yeah, they gotta fix this guy's mic over here crackling in my ear in the Orlando game. You got somebody from Love Island here? Yeah, you watch Love Island, Mads? I don't watch that type of stuff. Might try to hit up this unrivaled stuff in Miami. The only good thing about Florida casinos. Yeah, that's not. I don't watch that type of stuff either. But people die for it. Huh? To each their own. To each their own. Should be a good time though if you go to Unrivaled in Miami. Should be a good time. And that's what I was saying the other day. Like, there's still players who don't want to have to go overseas from because what I read it was November to April. Like, there's still players who don't want to go overseas to for a whole off season. Like, so no matter how much the money is. So that's why Unrivaled will still always have a place for those players who don't want to go over there. And those players that don't necessarily want to play year round full seasons. Broadcast is coming back here for us though. There's 6 teams of 11 players. I have to do some more looking into this thing. Right, broadcast is back here. Ball and play here with the Magic. Wait, what? Especially now after what happened to your cousin? What happened? Oh, yeah, right. Sorry, I read those 2 comments back to back, and I was like, huh? Yeah. Makes sense. Wendell Carter Jr. at the line for free throws. Knocks down the first. Second one is up, and he knocks it down. 113.99 Wendell Carter double double, 15 and 11. Curry over to Draymond, finds Jimmy in the post. He goes up and dunks it home. Who's this? Jalen Suggs over to Wendell Carter Jr. Finds Jalen Suggs again. Jalen Suggs off the screen. Tries to lob it up. It gets deflected and stolen by Horford. Draymond over to Steph Curry. Steph Curry cross court to Moody. Moody, what a bad pass, and turns it over. He said there's. I'm just seeing your comment, Conlan. There are college athletes suing. Oh, well, I mean, you can sue for anything in this country. So listen. So back to the free throw line for the Magic. I'm over here just looking at this Project B stuff, so don't mind me. This game has gotten ugly. When Golden State has more turnovers than opponent, they're 1-6. When they have less or equal turnovers, they're 8-0. So as you saw today, the turnovers are horrible. And he knocks down both. So it's 115, 101. I'm surprised they haven't called off the dogs yet. Curry is still on the court. Jimmy is still on the court. Draymond's still on the court. Steph Curry, step back 3. That's why he's still on the court. Damn, speed high rolls. That's unfortunate, my friend. That is unfortunate. 115, 104. Steph Curry, step back, fall away 3. I think he got fouled on it as well. So he's, or was it a tech on Jimmy? What did I miss? Oh, so Steph Curry makes the 3. They haven't updated. Jimmy Butler gets a technical foul. So Suggs at the line for the tech, and he knocks it down to put it back up to a 12-point lead. Pajemski checks back in. Under the basket, oh, Jimmy Butler and Anthony Black. Or is that. Oh, that's Jalen Suggs. They get into it a bit. Jimmy and Wendell Carter get into it now. Now, Jimmy and everybody getting into stuff right now. It's getting a little chippy out here. So Warriors getting the butt handed to them, and they're getting a little spicy out here. I don't even know what happened. Jalen Suggs and Jimmy talking to each other, and then Jimmy points in his face like, and sort of like it grazes his nose with his pointer. Wendell Carter comes over, and then Jimmy says something to Wendell Carter Jr. So, but thankfully, there's no text involved here. They just say magical inbound. That's what it looked like. It looked like he was giving him a stern talking to. Better watch yourself, youngin. Jalen Suggs gets the inbound here. 116-104. Just put this team out of their misery. It's been an ugly fourth quarter. Gets it over to Franz Wagner. Wide open for three, and he's short. Jimmy with another rebound. Jimmy Butler across the timeline here. Gets it down to Draymond. Draymond in the right corner looking for Steph. Can't find it. Finds Jimmy on the cut. Jimmy gets the ball poked away. He goes back up and smokes the layup, though. Now Jimmy and Jalen Suggs intertwined again. And we get a double tech here, I think. Yo, they just prolonging this game. Oh, it was just a tech on Suggs. No double tech. It was just a tech on Suggs. Steph at the line for the free throw, and he misses the free throw. Oh my goodness, Steph, what's going on? That's two missed free throws in this game. Yeah, it's just they just prolonging this, man. 116-104, 309 to go. They just keep getting into stuff, so we go into a commercial. They just prolonging the inevitable. Cotton ending with the historical fact. What darkest day in NBA history is this one now? I'm weak. As soon as the camera got on the kid, they started doing 6'7", 6'7". I still don't know what it means, but whatever. The kids enjoy it, so whatever, kids. Leading scorers in the game for those interested. Steph Curry with 32, Anthony Black with 21, Wendell Carter with 11 rebounds, Jimmy with 7. Steph, oh, he's 1 assist away from a double-double. He has 9 assists. Jalen Suggs with 7 assists. Oh, that was Malice at the Palace? That was November 19th? Damn. So they're showing the Warrior schedule. They play the Heat tomorrow. Then they play Portland back in back in San Francisco. They play the Jazz, the Rockets, and the Pelicans. All right, they're back at the broadcast now. I think my mom get me sick. Shouldn't have been around her. I love you, mom, but your throat starting to itch. Can't get sick. I'm going to Miami on Thursday for work. I can't be sick at work. So Steph with 32, Jimmy with 29, 309 to go, 116-104, Orlando on top. I usually fly out of LaGuardia because it's closer to me, but I have to actually go drive to work in Jersey, pick up the stuff, and I'll fly out to Newark. Ball with Anthony Black. Black over to Wendell Carter for three. He misses the three. Draymond with the rebound. Yeah, I don't like flying out of Newark. I avoid it if I can. As Steph goes down the lane, and they call a goaltend there on the block attempt by Anthony Black. Ball and play here with the Magic. It's a 10-point game again. I don't think there's enough time for them to make a comeback though. Franz Wagner with the ball. He drives left, comes back right into the paint, goes up for the layup, misses it, but Wendell Carter with the rebound and put back. Ball over to Steph Curry. Steph Curry between the legs. Crosses over on Black. Cross-court pass gets deflected and stolen by Bane. Bane on the run. Bane tries to go cross-court and it deflects over to Suggs. Franz Wagner with the ball. Wagner at the foul line attacks Al Horford. Goes up for the layup. He misses. And Podziemski gets the rebound over to Al Horford. Horford with the ball finds Draymond. Draymond finds a cutting Jimmy Butler. Left-hand layup is good. Jimmy with 31 now. So Jimmy and Steph both with 30 plus in this one. Ties his season high in points, Jimmy Butler with 31. Unfortunately, it's looking like it might be in a loss as Franz drives, gets blocked by Draymond, but it stays with the Magic. So Anthony Black to Empire. 900 career blocks for Draymond, second in franchise history. Wow. And Jalen Suggs pulls for three, and he's off. Might be a chance here. I doubt it, but there might be a chance. Draymond with the lob to Jimmy. Steph Curry picks up the loose ball. Gets it over to Draymond. Draymond finds Jimmy in the paint. Jimmy attacks Suggs. Goes up, draws the foul. And Jimmy talking to Jalen Suggs again. So Jimmy at the line for free throws. So Jimmy looking to add to his point total. Jimmy with 31. He's 11 for 13 from the line. First free throw is up, and he cashes it out. Second one is up and misses. Sorry, he made it. Sorry, I'm trolling. 118, 110. 8-point game with 111 to go. I just don't think they have enough time. Gets it over to Desmond Bane. Bane shoots the midi, and he misses. Uh-oh. There might be a chance here. Podziemski with the ball. He's fumbling. Oh, Podziemski, they give him the lane. He goes up. Oh, what a block by Jalen Suggs. Oh, my goodness. You got to go up and dunk that. Jalen Suggs comes over and blocks that at the rim. Wow. Come on, Podziemski. You got to get that on the glass or dunk that. Bane down the lane. Jump pass out to Suggs. Pump fakes for three. Finds Bane in open in the corner. Dagger. And that is the dagger, people. 121, 110. That's been the Warriors all night long. They have go on a run, but Podziemski responds with a three, though. He gets it back to 8 with 22 seconds. The game's over, really. 121, 113 is how the game will probably end. What was anybody looked at the betting line on that for you bettors out there? I don't know what the spread was on this game. But that's the game, people. That is the game. 121, 113. Warriors lose. Thank you. Appreciate you. Um, 121, 113. I was just fine, and then I was staying good. I said, all right. I went to go hug my mama because I ain't gonna see her because I'm leaving. And I got home and my throat started itching. Oh my days. 121, 113 is the final score. Nah, I got work tomorrow evening, so I won't be able to do it. I did the Heat game yesterday. Oh, yeah, was it yesterday? Yeah, we beat the Knicks yesterday. But I won't be doing that one tomorrow. I won't be doing another stream until Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon, I should say. If the Heat play on Sunday, I'll do a stream. Let me see what the Sunday schedule is looking like while I'm here. I'm about to go take some vitamin C. Oh, they play at 1 o'clock now. I think I'll be on the flight back from Miami at 1 o'clock. So I can't do that game. But we'll figure it out, people. We'll figure it out. Let's take a last look at the box score here. Jimmy Butler finishes with 33 points on 13 of 15 from the line. Draymond with 12. Steph with 34. He had 9 assists as well. Draymond with 12. Moses and Richard with 6 apiece. 9 for Horford. Orlando Magic got 18 from Franz Wagner, 15 from De Silva, 17 from Wendell Carter Jr., Bane with 23, Jalen Suggs with 13. Off the bench, Anthony Black with 21 off the bench, 8 for Tyus Jones. They said he hadn't scored in 7 straight games, and he gets 8 points tonight. Goga Batadze with 6. All right, y'all. Warriors dropped to 9-7 on the season. Let me update that here. Warriors dropped to 9-7, and the Magic moved to 8-7 on the season. Let me fix that here. 8-7 on the season. All right, y'all. Appreciate you guys tuning in. That's it from me tonight. There's some other games still going on at the moment. Brooklyn is actually beating the Celtics 90-89 at the moment. Detroit and Atlanta are in a close battle, 99-98. Detroit is up by 1. San Antonio up 66-64 on Memphis. That game is on NBC and Peacock. And then you still have Utah, LA at 10:30. Phoenix, Portland at 11 on NBC and Peacock. Supposedly LeBron's supposed to play tonight for the Lakers against the Jazz. So if you want to check that out, you can. All right, y'all. Thank you for the likes, the subscribers, the super chats, the subs, all that good stuff. I'll be back on Sunday for some WNBA action. Just a draft lottery, so I'll be back in time to stream that. So be on the lookout for that. Join the Discord. Link is at the top of the screen there, so you can join. If you're on YouTube, link is in the description as well. And then I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until next time, it's Jay Jordan. I'ma holla at y'all. Salute.